Time now for a DCTV News Update with Diamond Lewis.
Updating your DeKalb County news. DeKalb County has seen a significant reduction in crime recently thanks to the police department's Summer Crime Reduction Initiative. During the summer months, the county typically experiences a spike in three specific crime areas: residential burglaries, pedestrian robberies, and entering autos. However, since the execution of the Summer Crime Initiative, results show a continued drop in those categories, with residential burglaries down 17%, pedestrian robberies down 10%, and the number of entering autos is down by 9%. DeKalb's police department was able to achieve this reduction in crime thanks to strategies like increased directed patrols and curfew ordinance enforcement. Overall, the county had a 7% reduction in violent crime, and hopefully we will continue to see that number drop with the increase of officers. Before the end of the year, the department is on target to add an additional 160 sworn officers to the streets in DeKalb County. In related news, Gas South partnered with the DeKalb County Police Alliance to help fund a new life insurance policy for DeKalb officers.
The DeKalb Police Alliance is a great organization that you've heard has had a great history supporting and helping the men and women who put themselves in harm's way every day to keep our communities safe. And I can think of no better use of the funding from our program with DeKalb County than going to the DeKalb Police Alliance for the purposes of reinstating that life insurance policy at the $100,000 level.
Compared to the original life insurance policy of $10,000, police officers will now receive a $100,000 life insurance policy, which will help families if an officer loses his or her life in the line of duty.
Us as police officers, we knew what we were getting into when we signed up for this career, but our families didn't necessarily have a decision in that agreement. So our officers can rest that our families will be taken care of if the worst should happen and if one of our officers is killed within the line of duty.
The new policy will benefit more than 1,000 officers, including county police, city, and school system officers. For more information about the DeKalb Police Alliance or the new life insurance policy, visit www.dekalbpolicealliance.org. DeKalb County now has a permanent director of emergency management.
Do solemnly swear.
With her family, close friends, and colleagues by her side, Chief Sue Leffler took the loyalty oath at the Board of Commissioners meeting and officially became DeKalb County's Director of Emergency Management.
I'm just thankful to have you on DeKalb's team, on our winning team, and I'm glad that we can't push you away and we have to get you away with the crowbar because DeKalb County has been better for it, and we will continue to be the better for your leadership and your commitment to DeKalb County. So congratulations again.
Chief Leffler has served the county for 21 years, including most recently as DeKalb's interim director of emergency management. That's why, when it came time to choose a person who would fill the position permanently, interim CEO Lee May and Dr. Cedric Alexander said Chief Leffler, who most recently worked as the strategist behind DeKalb County's successful response to recent snowstorms, was the perfect person for that position.
She is just really a real asset to us here in DeKalb. So when myself and Mr. May had an opportunity to sit down and talk about who was going to fill this position permanently, we both certainly agreed that no one could do it better than she could.
Congratulations, Chief Sue Leffler, for this outstanding achievement. The county looks forward to your continued service of protecting DeKalb residents and making sure we are always prepared for emergencies. Sue Leffler is the first woman to hold this position in the metro Atlanta area. In other news, congratulations are also in order for the Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department and its director, Roy Wilson, on the success of their summer camp program, Camp Superstars. 14 parks and recreation centers opened their doors to more than 63,000 kids this summer. Local youth campers enjoyed a variety of activities, including field trips to Legoland, the Fernbank Museum, and the Atlanta Zoo. All campers were provided breakfast and lunch daily June through August as part of the Bright from the Start summer food program. More than 185,000 meals were served in total. The success of this program and others can be contributed to the dedication of the Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs Department under the leadership of none other than Roy Wilson. During his 5 years in the position, Wilson has shown nothing but a pure commitment to serving the citizens of DeKalb County and making sure that all residents from small children to seniors are able to enjoy the various activities that Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs has to offer all of us here in DeKalb County. We saw that commitment and dedication most recently this year when the department partnered with the national nonprofit agency Kaboom and built a playground for a DeKalb County community in less than 1 day.
It's been a great day for DeKalb County. It's been a wonderful day for the Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs Department, but it's also been a wonderful day for this community. Hundreds of volunteers came out this morning. We started around 8:30 this morning, and as you said, what we're seeing here is the finished product of a full day's work.
Congratulations to Director Roy Wilson and the Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs Department for a successful summer and for continuing to serve the residents of DeKalb through promoting healthy and active lifestyles throughout all of the county. Keep up the amazing work. And congratulations are also in order for Maxine Daniels, Director of DeKalb's Voter Registration and Elections Office, and her team for making sure your recent time spent in the voting booth was smooth and the time you spent casting your ballot was that much easier. During the recent election runoffs held on July 22nd, more than 55,000 people came out to vote in DeKalb County, and thanks to Maxine Daniels and her dedicated team, there were little to no complaints during that voting cycle. Daniels credits this achievement to the hard work and dedication of her committed team members who continue to fulfill the demands of making customer service a top priority and always providing world-class service. Since Daniels was named the Director of Voter Registration and Elections in 2009, she has worked tirelessly to make sure that both the registration and election divisions run smoothly by staying abreast of any changes to laws that could affect the registration or election process and making sure all residents are able to vote in DeKalb County.
One Metro County is doing something this afternoon that's unheard of in Georgia to accommodate voters.
This was seen in 2012 when DeKalb County opened Georgia's first ever polling site, opened solely to ensure ADA accessibility.
Although every polling place in DeKalb County is fully accessible as required by the Americans with Disabilities Act or the ADA, this voting site is designated to meet the special needs of our valued seniors and voters with disabilities.
Because of its outstanding reputation throughout the state of Georgia, the department is often called upon as an example for other voting registration and election offices. Under the leadership of Maxine Daniels, DeKalb County should continue to expect great things from voter registration and elections. Right now, that department here in DeKalb is in the process of expanding its early voting locations from 6 to 10. The early voting locations will now include Stonecrest and Dunwoody and should be ready for elections in the year 2016. And that's going to do it for your DeKalb County News Update. Stay tuned for more DCTV, your Emmy award-winning news source, giving you a front row seat to all things DeKalb County. I'm Diamond Lewis.